hard work paying off right there. That's pretty cool. '98-'97 Utah Jazz play-by-play brought to you by Instructure, the makers of Canvas. This one's too long. Comes off the back rim hard. 98-97. Sacramento's never led. 9:24 to play in the fourth. Jazz by one. Monk attacking. Gets in the paint. Flares it back out to Metu. He drives with the right hand into the body of Horton Tucker and scores it to take the lead. And a foul on Horton Tucker. And Sacramento has their first lead of the game at the 9:15 mark of the fourth quarter.
5 fouls now on Tucker. It looks like he's going to have to leave the ball game.
Chris Dunn checks in. It's a two-play sequence there, the offensive foul and the defensive foul. Moved toward Tucker from 3 to 5 in a hurry. Metu at the line, plays college ball at USC. Complete for three-point play in Sacramento, who trailed by 25, now leads by 2. Sacramento's won 11 of 13 and 7 straight on the road. For the first time since 2006, they've won 45 games. Dunn in the paint, finds Azubuike and he dunks.
That kind of clouded there for a minute.
11 for Azubuike tonight. Left side Barnes, breaks the zone, reaching foul on the Jazz. They're breaking a 45 on the zone defense here in the second half that they were not breaking before.
Yeah, they're just not passing it around the perimeter, trying to get the ball to the middle of the floor. They're catching and trying to do something with it right away.
They have taken an unbelievable 42 of their 76 shots as threes tonight. We're tied at 100. Sacramento has the #1 offense in the NBA and the #1 half-court offense in the NBA. They're in the half-court here with Fox. Kick out, Metu, 3, no good. Rebound, Azubuike. 11 points, 7 boards for Udoka Azubuike. Fontecchio trying to get it on a pin down, but Gay pops out to the wing, penetrates, gets to the elbow, jumper, no. Azubuike jam follow, and the flex of Udoka dunk. And a few years of frustration just came out of Udoka Azubuike as he goes back the other way, flexing and screaming. Utah leads at timeout. Mike Brown, 102-100 Utah, 8:26 to play in the fourth.
This is Udoka Azubuike, and you are listening to Utah Jazz Basketball.
Hi, this is Ned Siegfried. Siegfried Jensen has been handling injury cases in Utah for over 30 years. During that time, we have handled over 30,000 auto accident cases. If you've been injured in an accident, you need and deserve an experienced law firm in your corner. We'd love to talk to you about your injury case. Call us at 801-222-2222 for a free case review. That's 801-222-2222. You can also visit us at siegfriedjensen.com to learn more.
Mountain Land Power Equipment provides exceptional service and high-quality brands you know and trust in the lawn, landscaping, and snow removal products. Their experienced staff of technicians repairs all types of snow plows, snow blowers, and lawnmowers, and small engines, and are trained to answer questions about lawns, gardens, snow removal, and landscaping products. So whether you're digging in the dirt or digging in the snow, check out Mountain Land Power Equipment, now with 2 locations to serve you, in Salt Lake City and Springville.
Taylor and Chase from Morgan Jewelers. If you're planning to propose, then before she says yes, we'll say yes. Wait, that sounds like the customer is proposing to us. What? And we're going to say yes. No, we say yes, as in we'll approve your loan for a better rate. Oh, because we offer in-house financing. Yes, for over 100 years, we've been saying yes to our customers, so you get the ring you really want.
Only at Morgan Jewelers. Find the location nearest you at morganjewelers.com.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
3, 2, 1.
your Utah Jazz game summary.
Double stagger coming for Horton Tuck. Comes off it, drives the lane, goes to the rim, cocks the right hand and rocks it like a hurricane. Dunn down the middle of the lane, goes to the rim, cocks the right hand, rocks the cast off. Dunn, he pump fakes, kicks to Obasi in the right corner this time. Shoots and hits. That's your America First Game Summer, as well as a classic rock flashback. Tonight's game is brought to you by America First, the official credit union of Utah Jazz. Exclusive Jazz Visa debit card, perfect way to pay to show your team spirit with every dip, tap, swipe. Get yours today, only at AmericaFirst.com.
97.5 KZNS FM Colville, 1280 KZNS AM Salt Lake City, and KSL FM HD2 Salt Lake City Midband. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Luque, who has a career-high 13 points tonight. Sacramento leads it 103-102. We've had 6 ties and 3 lead changes, almost all of them here in the quarter. Jazz led the whole way until just a moment ago. High pick and roll. Mitchell, pull-up jumper from 18 is good. Davion Mitchell. Sacramento with their largest lead of 3 with 7:50 to play here in the fourth. Fontecchio off a double stagger, can't get free. So Dunn comes off an Olynyk pick instead, flares to the corner. Toscana Anderson penetrates, swipes underneath, reverse side layup, got it.
The last time he tried that particular move, he tried to dunk it coming up on the opposite side and got rim check.
Adjustments. 105-104. Kings by 1. Monk working left side, scoops inside to Sabonis, has been quiet. Back to Monk for 3, no good. Great closeout by Toscana Anderson. Olynyk rebounds. Kelly, the leading available scorer for the Jazz tonight, 12 a game. Bounces inside to Scott Anderson. Finger roll, scoop and a score. Utah leads at 106-105. Kelly Olynyk with his 8th assist. We go with 6 rebounds.
Push it up the floor. You can make some good things happen.
Sabonis has taken 1 shot since the first quarter. Works inside. Dunn knocks it away. Out to Monk. He penetrates. Dunn round ball robbery, and they call the foul. Our buddy JT Orr.
Thing is, he's making this call from the opposite side of the floor.
It's a good call.
But it's a good call.
Dunn had his hands raked across the left shoulder. And the Jazz are already in the penalty, or they're ruling out on the shot. Free throw's good.
And how amazing is it that you got a teammate in college, you end up on the same team?
It's pretty good.
It's awesome.
Unless you went to Kentucky, and then it seems not that surprising at all. Where did they go to school?
We went to Kentucky. So I guess there's quite a few of those guys in the league.
I mean, they can't win a tournament game, but they sure get into the league. Oh, too soon? 107-106. Sacramento by 1. 6:48 left in the fourth. My wife worked in Lexington for a long time, so she'd take those cheap shots.
She also worked in Sioux City, Iowa.
But she did. As Kelly Olynyk airballs this one into the second row.
He didn't wait for Dunn to come over the screen. He thought Dunn maybe was going to flare out to the corner 3 and throws it over the top.
107-106. Right corner Barnes. Nice closeout by Toscana Anderson. Now he penetrates. Fades back on his turnaround jumper. No good. Rebound Olynyk. Is Kelly Olynyk going to break the triple-double curse of the Utah Jazz? Dunn driving. Hits the dotted line. Floats it up and in.
That's his shot. That is his signature shot. Right
Utah
there.
leads again 108-107. Mitchell, right wing Barnes, breaks the 45 like they have been all. And then on the pass off, a foul. 4th foul on the Jazz with 6:07 left in the quarter.
Dunn throws his arms up in the air, and boy, where's the contact?
That's got to be close to Will Hardy there. That is a terrible call. Who made that call?
I'm not sure.
I mean, because I was going to get on JT Orr more, but I just found out he spent 10 years as a counselor for young men in foster care in the probation system in Los Angeles County. I got a sweet spot for him now. Driving, going to dunk is Monk. Kessler goes up and they call another foul. Watch this one. Monk attacks. Kessler Kessler goes vertical. That's not a foul. It's not a foul. Kessler chuckling. Brother and dad in the crowd probably not chuckling.
Probably booing with the rest of the crowd.
Monk's free throw is good. Give Sacramento credit. They are driving at the 45s, attacking, and making the officials make decisions.
Right, and this is what they didn't do in the first half.
Sacramento takes the third most amount of free throws to field goal ratio of any team in the league. So this is what they do. Number one offense in the NBA, number one half-court offense in the NBA. Sacramento is not just a transition team anymore. Olenek. Top to Kessler, hands back to Olenek. Finds Kessler on the roll. He's in traffic. He gets it knocked away. It's turnover. Here comes Fox on the run. Olenek reaches in. JT Orr with another whistle.
Boy, they're going to talk about this.
They're going to call it an open, clear path.
He went for the ball.
But it still might be a clear path because he's behind him. Fox comes to the front court. Olenek swipes the ball, knocks out.
The ruling on the floor is a transition take foul, but we're also checking to see if it meets the criteria for a clear path.
So it will not be a transition take foul, but it will be a clear path foul. And a clear path foul is worse than a transition take foul, unfortunately.
Okay, I'd like to see that again. How much of the ball did he get?
I'm not sure. So why do you ask?
Because if he hits the ball, I mean, what can they call? If he hits it, see, the first time he hit the watch, he reaches and hits the ball with the right hand.
So there's no call there when he hits the ball with the right hand. Then the ball is still under De'Aaron Fox's control.
There's a problem. I mean, there's a hit the ball the first time.
Hits the ball the first time. Then he reaches across him from behind with the left arm and fouls him, and it will be a clear path foul.
Is he behind him right here on the?
Well, it depends where they're calling the foul. At this moment, he is not. Right. But that's the first swipe where you're saying you don't think he fouled him. The next time when Olenek reaches across, they have frozen the camera at the moment right there. If we are seeing their review, this is going to be just a foul.
That's what I'm thinking there as well.
I thought the foul was one dribble later, in which case then it's a clear path. So it really is going to determine where they're calling the foul. Let's see what happens. Here comes Scott Foster.
The foul's been deemed a common foul, but also a transition take foul. Anybody in the game will shoot one and retain possession of the ball.
That is not a transition take foul. That is not the rule. That is not the rule. This is supposed to be the best official in the league. He hit the ball. He made the play on the ball. That's not the rule. It is very clearly stated they transition take fouls when you do not make a play on the ball. He touched the ball. You gotta be kidding me, Scott Foster. You're supposed to be the best we have. We put you on every major game. We put you in the NBA Finals, and you don't know the rule. That's garbage. And he missed the free throw because the ball doesn't lie. The ball does not lie. That's horrendous. 109-108 Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox at the top. Offensive bonus pick. Weaves underneath. Free throw line J. Good. 34 for Fox.
So he's the best at getting in that mid-range.
Abaji at the top, guarded by Fox. They double him off the pick. Swings it over the top to Fontecchio, 5 on the clock. Right hand drive, scoop and ace. Score.
Boy.
Wait a second.
I thought that was...
So do I. Kessler went in and jammed it afterwards. It sure looked like it was in the cylinder.
That's exactly right.
Kessler gets credit for the basket. 3 ball, left side, no good. Jazz down 1 with the ball. 5 to play.
Monk was showing some range there. That was like a Steph Curry 35-footer.
Done. Analytic miscommunicated on a handoff. Now it's Analytic in the top back cut. Abaji, ill-advised passes a turnover. Tried to get through 3 defenders. Here's Monk to the rack. Kessler's there. Monk finishes. Walker's on the wrong side of the rim. Sacramento 113, Jazz 110. Kings are in the bonus. Jazz aren't. 4:30 to play. Olenek, high pick and roll. Skip pass over the top. Fontecchio rotates the top to Dunn. Unguarded. Zip code 3. Got it. Nobody in the zip code, and Chris Dunn made him pay.
I tell you what, that skip pass will get you a good shot every time if you can get it.
Driving into the lane is Fox. Kessler comes over. High rebound. Olenek goes down. Sabonis went over his back. De'Aaron Fox, who has seemingly been unfazed all night by Walker Kessler, was phased on that one. Tied at 113, 4 to play. Jazz without Markkanen, without Sexton, without Clarkson. Kings having won 11-13 and 7 straight on the road. Looking to move into second place in the Western Conference. Earlier tonight, Memphis and Dallas played, and Memphis won 112-108, so Sacramento needs to stay in second with a win.
Dallas Mavericks playing 500 ball.
More below. Abaji at the top, catches, defense right on him. Left side, Fontecchio. Fontecchio puts in the deck, they switch. Fontecchio gets in the paint, fades back, tough look, front rimmed it. Rebound comes down to Murray. Sacramento switching 1 through 5, forcing the Jazz to play one-on-one without one-on-one scorers. Tied at 113, 3:40 to play. Sabonis left block, guarded by Kessler. Bumping, backing, working. Kessler blocked it. And then Sabonis knocks Olenek out of bounds.
Getting a little frustrated, isn't he?
He has struggled with length his entire career. Remember, he had terrible games against Rudy Gobert, and tonight he went 1 for 5 in the first quarter. He's only taken 2 shots since.
Well, the last time they team he had 20 points, but don't forget, it was Jared Vanderbilt who was starting at the center position.
Walker Kessler in length bothers Sabonis. Tied at 113, 3:30 to play. Dunn flares it to Abaji, fires the 3, too long. Rebound. Sacramento has it. Sacramento in the clutch this year, an incredible 24-15 and the #1 offense in the league. Dunn defending tightly as Fox pullback 3, no good offensive rebound. Sacramento. Here's Monk in the lane at Kessler. No. Sabonis offensive rebound, back up and in. 115-113. Sabonis 12th rebound of the night. Olenek. Hand off to Fontecchio. Who's the Jazz scorer without their guys? Abaji straight down the barrel 3. Yes, sir, Ochai! 116-115. Ochai builds on his career high. He's got 23. Jazz by 1. Sacramento incredibly in the clutch this year. Have an offensive rating of 130.
And look what he's added to his arsenal. That was off the catch, off the pass.
That was big time.
Big time.
6 threes tonight for Ochai. Sacramento this year in the clutch, 24-15, with the #1 offense by a large margin. De'Aaron Fox has been better than anyone in the NBA in the clutch. Barnes drives out to Murray, top to Fox. Ochai defends. Jabs right, crosses over, loses the ball, recollects, traffic pass, picked up by Sabonis. Back over Kessler, no good. Rebound off Sabonis, out of bounds.
He's frustrated. He is really frustrated and complaining to the officials.
Timeout on the floor. Are these guys going to do it again? Are they going to stun us one more time this year? Utah 116, Sacramento 115, 2:18 to play in the fourth.
This is Ochai Baji, and you are listening to Utah Jazz Basketball.
Jazz fans, want a shot at winning a $10,000 RC Willie gift card to deck out your fan cave? Visit participating Smith stores and scan the QR code on the Coca-Cola lobby displays to enter. And while you're there, make sure to pick up your favorite Coca-Cola products. Brought to you by Chatbooks. With Chatbooks, you can print your everyday moments right from your phone with Monthbooks, their monthly photo book subscription with over 100,000 five-star reviews, starting at just $10 a month. Try your first month free using the code UtahJazz through the end of the month.
Shaping a game plan for your family's healthcare involves more than just X's and O's. It's being there when you need them the most and when you least expect it. As the trusted healthcare provider for the Utah Jazz family and yours, University of Utah Health has the right playbook for keeping your team healthy, no matter what age or need. Get the same care the Utah Jazz rely on by visiting uofuhealth.org. That's uofuhealth.org.
Down there, it's a nail biter, but up here, it's a break for fun, food, and jazz fandom. Welcome to the Ford Fan Zone. High atop Vivint Smart Home Arena, the Ford Fan Zone features social corners to meet friends and associates of the game. The Ford Fan Zone team dishes up free jazz tickets, movie passes, and Ford swag, and photos with jazz favorites. And the all-you-can-eat buffet is stocked with hot dogs, drinks, and snacks. Food, fun, fans, and Ford, all part of the Ford Fan Zone. Get your game and buffet ticket package at UtahJazz.com. Sponsored by your local Ford stores.
Jazz NFTs are available exclusively through CoinZoom, the official cryptocurrency partner and NFT marketplace for the Utah Jazz. The CoinZoom NFT marketplace is a simple and secure venue for fans to purchase crypto and jazz NFTs with a free wallet to safely store them. No crypto knowledge needed. Bid, buy, and check out easily. You can pay all the usual ways. You don't need crypto to get an NFT. Starting your NFT collection could not be easier. Download the CoinZoom app now so you never miss a Jazz NFT drop.
Whenever the Utah Jazz score 111 or more points, Jazz app users score a free Arby's roast beef sandwich tomorrow on the Jazz app. Right now it's Jazz 116, Kings 115. Kelly Olynyk has 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists as triple-double watch is on. 2:18 to play. Sacramento has won 11 of 13 since the break. 7 straight on the road. The Jazz are playing without Markkanen, without Sexton, and without Clarkson. As Chris Dunn brings it to the front court. Flares it to Fontecchio, gets it right back. Ochai slices through the lane, catches, turnaround, off the glass and in. Great play by Will Hardy out of a timeout.
Great play. Pass was almost too late, but it got there.
The best clutch offense in the NBA. Sacramento comes to the front court with De'Aaron Fox at the helm. Top to Monk. Monk working against the zone. Left side to Fox. Fox holding. He's the best clutch player in the NBA. Fires the three and hits. My goodness, what a year he has had late in games. Fourth quarter, Fox.
Well, that's exactly the shot you want him to take, on hand in your face and a three-point shot.
Ninth tie of the quarter. We've had 8 lead changes. Done. Skip pass. Olynyk. Right side three. Pow! 121-118. The exact play they worked on in shoot around today. 1:30 to play. Bounce pass inside Sabonis. He's struggling on Kessler. He turns. Kessler blocks it. Kessler drops it out of the air. Walker Kessler has stymied the All-Star. 121-118. 1:12 to play. Done. Crossing over. Driving into the black paint. Loses the ball. Foul on Fox.
Is this going to be on Sabonis?
I think it's on Fox. It's on Fox. Scott Foster with a beautiful, elegant, terrific call. And Chris Dunn will go to the line. Chris Dunn has not played a lot of clutch minutes for a few years. At one point in his career, he was the starting point guard for Minnesota. At another point, the starting point guard for Chicago. Makes this one. Jazz by 4. 122-118. 106 to play in the fourth. Without Markkanen, without Clarkson, without Sexton, against the Kings team that is 43-27. The Jazz have a 4-point lead with 106 to play. With a closing lineup of 3 rookies. Chris Dunn picked up on a 10-day contract, and the veteran Kelly Olynyk. My goodness. Free throw, good. 123-118. 1:06 to play as Fox walks the dog into the front court, now picks up the ball. Comes off a pick, flares to Monk, ball fakes a three, penetrates, kicks to Sabonis, dunks it on Kessler. 1:23, 58 seconds to play, Jazz by 3.
So your score here gives the Jazz an excellent chance to win this ball game.
High pick for Dunn, off of Kessler. Now he's bumping it back. He steps through it, throws it in the backcourt. Abaji saves it before it goes in the backcourt. Possession still alive. Abaji drives, fades back, fouled. Abaji in the lane, reckless abandonment in pursuit of excellence by Ochai Abaji, who has 25 tonight, acquired from the Jazz, from the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Donovan Mitchell trade. 123, 120. Here's Abaji at the line. Free throw's good. Was the college player of the year last year. The Final Four's best for Kansas when they won the national title. And he's thriving in March once again. 124, 120 Utah. 41.3 seconds to play. Big knee bend, high arcer, perfect free throw. Cool cat, Ochai Abaji. 125, 120. Fox walks the ball into the front court again. Comes off the Sabonis pick. Gives it down low to Sabonis. Bounce to the corner to Barnes for 3. No good. Rebound Abaji. Saving it from going out of bounds. The Fontecchio ball's loose. Jazz turn it over. Fox has it. Left side to Monk. Back to Barnes. Corner again. No good again. Kessler slow to the board. Rebound Kings. Monk for 3. 19 seconds left. No good. Rebound Kessler. Knocked away and fouled. Jazz lead it by 5 with 16 seconds left. And Kessler going to the line. They may have just done it again. And the crowd loves it.
What a fight.
This is rather remarkable. Free throw from Kessler looked really fast again.
Yeah.
He's really fast in pressure free throws.
When he gets nervous, yes, it's definitely fast.
Missed it badly, by the way. 125, 120. Jazz by 5, 16.6 seconds to play. This one, good. Slowed down a good deal. How are they doing this? Well, they're doing it for a collection of reasons. One way they did it, Will Hardy's had another incredible game. The zone defense took Sacramento completely out of their dribble handoff game, Ron.
That's exactly. I mean, coaches are smart in this league. And the fact that the Jazz came up with this strictly, why? Because they needed a way to protect the rim. They needed a way to keep the dribble handoff up in play. And they needed to work on something going forward defensively with this team. So you had not used the zone a lot during the course of the year. In the last 2 ball games here, it's been a staple of their defense.
Ron, the Jazz with a closing lineup tonight of Chris Dunn, Simone Fontecchio, rookie Ochai Abaji. Fontecchio's a rookie also. Rookie Walker Kessler and Kelly Olynyk have just gone on a 13-5 run against what's been one of the league's best clutch teams this year.
And I'm adding real fast, David. I don't have my calculator, but it looks like 50 points off the bench here for the Jazz. That's remarkable. You got 18 for Dunn, Anderson. Udoka rather, with 13.
All right, Kings to inbound. Jazz lead it by 6 with 16.6 seconds left.
So you need them moving the basketball. You need time running off the clock. They need 2 threes.
And you need to rebound to miss.
Right.
Barnes inbounds to Fox. Jazz stay in the zone. Monk for 3. No. Rebound, tipped, battled, loose. Olynyk has it. 7 seconds left. They foul Olynyk. Jazz are going to win. Kelly Olynyk with his 10th rebound for the night. Really incredible. If you're at home, give these guys a standing ovation.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think one of the keys here was we really complimented Will on this defense that they threw at the Kings that they were not ready for.
Free throw good by Olynyk. Jazz next opponent, the Portland Trailblazers, who have not been doing much winning recently. That's brought to you by University of Utah Health. Get the same care the Jazz get at universityofutahhealth.org. Kelly Olynyk makes both free throws. He's been really amazing for the Jazz since the trade deadline. Did it again tonight. 19, 10, and 8. And the Sacramento Kings, for the first time in 8 road games, have lost. Will Hardy and Mike Brown, who actually lived in the same house at one point in time in their careers. Mike Brown having been let go, Will Hardy living in R.C. Buford's house, and Mike Brown ended up living in the basement for a while. And the two of them had breakfast together every morning. They say pleasantries to each other. Juan Toscano-Anderson runs over to Mike Brown. And various other guys saying hi. Chuck, former Jazz coach on the Sacramento staff, getting a lot of hellos. And hopefully Kelly Olynyk's about to join us. That was a cool night for Kelly. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Kelly's been doing this for a long time. Since the trades, Kelly Olynyk has been averaging 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's been really great.
Just
right there. Those guns,
you got guys like Dunn, Obaji. I mean, a ton of guys playing over 30 minutes tonight.
And a closing lineup. The one veteran on the floor was Kelly Olynyk. And Point Kelly was quite good tonight.
You better let him know that.
Oh, yeah. He's going to love it. I promise you he's going to love it. Kelly Olynyk, can you hear me?
I'm very low.
Can we turn up Kelly a little bit? Is that better?
Yeah, it's a little better.
I said you were going to love it, the fact we referred to you as Point Kelly all night.
I appreciate that.
See, I told you he'd love it. I was there in Toronto when you pleaded your case in the hotel lobby with Dave Fisdale.
Right, exactly. Making my pitch.
How are you guys doing this?
Just playing hard, playing together. Everybody, that's here is bought in, and I know it's been fun. It's been fun just going out and competing together. Will has obviously done a great job of putting us in good spots to compete and be successful. And guys are playing to their strengths and complementing each other and playing to each other's strengths. So it's been fun to do, and hopefully we can keep it rolling.
Why was the zone defense so successful?
I think it's caught a couple teams off guard. They kind of figured it out a little bit in the second half, but it's all effort. It's all effort and communication, and that's something. If we can get our effort and our talk going, we're a better team. So I think that helps us, just spurs us on.
Can you give me an insight into your mindset when you come to an arena? We watched you play one way for a while. The trades happened since then. You've averaged, I think, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and then we saw another gear tonight, like no Lowry, no Jordan, no Collins. What's your mindset on each night as you come into the arena?
For me, it's just, giving this team whatever it needs. You got to be fluid in your role. You got to be able to adapt and adjust. And I think that's what keeps you in this league. It keeps you staying successful. And, I've tried to do that throughout my whole career. And, it changes not only season to season, team to team, but month to month, game to game, and even, quarter to quarter. So, it's just about, coming in here and, trying to read the room and see what we need and go out there and deliver.
You're the only guy in the world who can run into Horton Tucker and turn it into an alley. If I did point that out. Nice.
Appreciate that.
Hey, really, it's been a pleasure to get to know you this year. Thanks for the time.
Likewise, my man. Take care.
That's Kelly Olynyk. And he is. I had a good friend. I have a good friend, Josh Bartelstein, who's now the CEO of the Phoenix Suns. Who, the minute we traded for Kelly, texted me. He's like, "He's going to be your favorite." And I've been fortunate enough to spend a lot of pregame locker room conversations with him, and he is an absolute
free spirit
gem to deal with. And there's only one story you need to know about Kelly Olynyk, and I'll tell it again to anybody who hasn't heard it. We probably should tell it every broadcast. Tim Lacombe, Jake Scott, joining us. Here's the one story you need to know about Kelly Olynyk. He got married 3 times to the same woman because, one, he could afford it. So if you're only going to get married once in your life, you might as well do it all the ways you want to. So he did a nice family, small ceremony for his up in Idaho, where his wife's from. He got married in Vegas from an Elvis impersonator.
From his buddies.
Because that's what you got to do in life. And then he threw the biggest dang bash you've ever seen in Napa Valley with a literal shot clock. And all the other things that you'd expect at a wedding. What else do you need to know about Kelly Olynyk?
And he wears his hat backwards in practice.
All the time. Every day. Everywhere. And he gives his hair to Locks of Love at the end of every season. So what else do you need to know about Kelly Olynyk? Tim Lacombe, Jake Scott, how are you?
I like that bit about the weddings. That's pretty cool.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's great.
And he's also the only player who's ever asked me if I review film of my own broadcast. He, like, literally the other night when we were in Charlotte, like, he's like, you come in here and ask me all the questions. I'm asking you questions tonight. And then he started just peppering me with everything about broadcasting.
So you think he was asking that question like he wanted you to do something?
Like, I suck? I suck? Do you review tape of your turnovers?
Listen to yourself.
All right. How do they do this, guys? How are they doing this?
I think a lot of it's what Kelly said. I mean, I'm just looking. So in that closing lineup, obviously you got Kelly and Walker, but Fontecchio's played 498 minutes, done 220, and Ochai 844.
That is crazy. Great note, Tim Lacombe.
So, I mean, they're doing it together. And Kelly said, like, that zone to me, the one thing it has resurrected, you have to talk in that because they, as the game went on and the Kings got a little bit more comfortable, overloaded it. There's just so many looks that they can give, and as long as you communicate and fly around, you're going to be pretty good in it. And I agree. I thought Will Hardy, my new nickname's the Wizard, man. This is what he's doing is really, really impressive.
He's had some real, I don't want to get into a game where I'll be honest, we've been very personal about get into this game where you evaluate your new head coach every night.
Right.
But he's had some real nights. There are two plays tonight that jump out to me. They come out of the timeout and they get Abaji on the flash across the middle of the paint, which was a set timeout. The next play was stuff they put in this morning at shoot-around.
Wow.
Horn set, ball going to the elbow, slashing off of it, and reacting. So, and then the zone obviously has been wildly successful.
And they came out of a timeout, went man one possession, and Fox promptly went and hit about a 15-footer, and they went back to the zone. And I like that, too.
Yeah.
But as Kelly said earlier, they caught the Kings by surprise. And not knowing how effective that zone was going to be, and the Jazz was scoring on the other end of the floor. And I think the frustration there by Sabonis, by Kessler, was probably one of the biggest keys here tonight. Because he is such a big part of their offense. That zone takes away, as David mentioned, takes away the dribble handoffs, of something that they do quite a bit. The highest in the league. And so that affected them. So the next time we play this team, they will be ready for everything that's happening.
Yeah, they'll be ready for that zone. Yeah,
right.
Well, another fun one. This week was going to be brutal. I'm saying this week, starting with Saturday night against Boston, returning home, and man, they're 2-0.
Yeah,
and they're going into their most winnable game. How about that?
I have no idea how they won tonight.
Yeah,
I have just no idea.
You just have to appreciate this fight, though, man. I mean, these guys, they stay in ball games. They give themselves a chance to win. It's unbelievable.
Fun to watch.
Yeah.
And the other one is that this game followed the script kind of Sacramento on the fourth game of a road trip. Kind of forget. Thurl wants to know if I'm all right about the Scott Foster call.
Oh yeah, you were on one today.
That's wrong.
Locke.
That might be the play of the day. I think.
No, we don't need to replay that. I'd like to work another day.
The Scott Foster doesn't know the rules. That's what David said.
That's not the rule. He made a play on the ball.
Yes, he did.
He hit the ball. All right. We won. I don't care.
That's neither here nor there. Thank you, guys. Great work as always.
Thank you.
All right. The Jazz win. They beat the Kings 128-120. We're breaking it down next. You're listening to Utah Jazz Basketball.
I'm unique, and so are my financial needs. That's why when Zions Bank says they're dedicated to valuing you, supporting you, serving you, understanding you, protecting you, what they're really saying is they're dedicated to providing me with tools and services designed to meet my unique financial needs, no matter what stage of life I find myself in. It's just one of the many ways Zions Bank is for you and for me. A division of Zions Bank Corporation, N.A., member FDIC, equal housing lender, and MLS number 467014.
People do small acts of goodness every day. Some people return shopping carts to the cart return. Some referees occasionally make the right calls. Good shots. And some employees join Zoom meetings on time, even if it means staring awkwardly at a random coworker for 5 minutes. There is good happening all around you, and it should be rewarded. Celebrate wins, reward effort, and always recognize the good. Start celebrating at awardco.com.
You do anything for your pet. PetSmart can help. We make it easy to score food, treats, toys, collars, beds, and more. Whether you're on Team Dog, Team Cat, or even Team Reptile, Fish, or Small Pet, you can get what they need at PetSmart, quickly and conveniently. Shop 1,600 stores, PetSmart.com, or the PetSmart app, and use Afterpay to shop now, pay later, in 4 interest-free installments. PetSmart, anything for your pets. Afterpay terms and conditions apply. Visit PetSmart.com for details.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
At Safelite Auto Glass, we know how busy your life can be. That's why when your windshield gets damaged, we make it easy to get it fixed. You can schedule in just a few clicks anytime at Safelite.com. Plus, Safelite comes to you at work, home, wherever. Or you can bring it to us. We'll take care of everything hassle-free. So when your windshield gets cracked, trust Safelite. Play that jingle.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
The final horn is sounding.
That'll do it.
And it's time for the Mark Miller Utah Jazz postgame show with your hosts, Jake Scott and the coach, Tim LaCoe.
Jazz win tonight, 128-120. Let's get straight downstairs and hear from Coach Bill Hardy.
There in the first quarter, you were getting good looks and the shots were just falling like you wanted.
Yeah, it was very good. I think a big part of that is that we guarded well in the first quarter, and so it allowed us to play against an unset defense. We got out in transition. We were able to use our pace. It's been a huge emphasis for us since the trade deadline to try to play faster, and we have been. I think we're coming into today, we're like second in the NBA in transition possessions since the deadline, and so I think our team, we fed off our defense. We did a good job of getting stops, and it allowed us to get out and run. And yeah, of course, it helps when the shots go in. But then, as we've seen a lot this year, we've been on the other end of some of these games where teams get off to hot starts against you, and 48 minutes is a long time. And the talent level in this league is unbelievable. And when the 3 ball starts going in, big swings in the score can happen. But our team maintained composure when they made that run. The game's tied going into the fourth quarter, and it's like, here we are again, team 49 in another close game, which has been kind of the story of our season. And our guys just buckled down. We tried to talk about some adjustments we wanted to make on the defensive end to try to slow them down a little bit. And we had some guys make some big plays on the offensive end. So obviously getting off to a great start is super helpful, but 48 minutes is a long time, and there's going to be moments where the other team makes a run and you have to adjust.
What have you guys done in terms of, internal player development to get, not only the young guys, but, some of the older guys to places where they are now as opposed to where they were at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, I think everybody's understanding our system a little bit better, understanding where their opportunities are. And then, as weird as it may sound, like a night like tonight where Lowry's out and JC and Colin have been out for a bit now, guys are thrust into different roles. And so it's just about taking that opportunity and understanding that, hey, tonight's a different thing and I have to try to accomplish some different things on the court. We try to teach as much as we can through film and doing stuff at practice and on the court. Our assistant coaches and player development group do a great job of coaching guys individually. Like, there's so much coaching that goes on one-on-one in our program, and it happens a lot in the NBA where guys are sitting with an assistant coach. You guys see them pregame, so I'm like watching clips individually. We do a lot of team film as a group, but there's plenty of things that are very specific to one person's experience. So I think that's the hope, right? As the year goes on, everybody gets a little bit better at their role, within the construct of how we're playing. And I think we've seen that. Not every night's a masterpiece for everybody. We know that, but I think everybody understands where their opportunities are. And, it's fun on a night like tonight when some guys are out and guys get to play a bigger role.
Ochai probably could have pulled up with like 45 seconds left from three like he did against Boston, but he puts the ball on the floor and gets to the free throw line. Is that something you guys teach? Like, is that, or does he just have to know to do that?
To
just like make the read that, hey, maybe trying to get into the paint is a better read for him at that spot.
Yeah, he's, that's an action that we've worked on a lot with him. We ran it a couple times tonight for he and Fontecchio. And he made a great decision. He has that whole side of the floor open. I think on that one, though, we didn't clear the corner, so we didn't run the play right. So I'll yell at somebody later. But I think it was Kelly. But, he knows that his read is shoot or drive, but he has to do it quickly. But in the timeout before that, we had preached, we ran that face cut for Ochai out of that timeout. We are in the bonus. And so understanding the bonus on both sides of the ball has been a huge emphasis for us. When you're in the bonus offensively, if you have a rhythm three, we're all about it. But if it's close, if it's a coin toss, drive the ball physically because you have an opportunity to get to the free throw line. And Ochai has great physicality, and he made a great decision. I thought it was one of his better drives, too, in terms of going to the body of the defender, not letting them close the space. So he did a great job.
Kelly's miscue notwithstanding.
He was awesome tonight, I know.
So wouldn't it be a good glue guy in situations like this where he's doing a little bit of everything all game long?
Yeah. I don't mean this as bad as it sounds. Kelly likes when some guys are out. Because, you see him, he's, throwing the ball to the 5 and going back and getting it off a handoff. I think in Kelly's heart, he's a point guard. I really think that that's how he thinks of himself as a player, is that he's a facilitator and a distributor and a decision maker. And it's what makes Kelly a unique player. It's what makes him very versatile for us and fun. And sometimes it's what makes it look a little bit unorthodox. You have this 7-footer throwing the ball and going back and getting it off a handoff like he's a guard. And so, nights like tonight, he's empowered even more to be a playmaker. We always trust Kelly. He's always heavily involved in how we play, but especially tonight when Lowry's out, we need him to make a lot of decisions for us, and he did a great job. We try to put him in a lot of spots where he's getting a live catch, and then he's making that initial read. He's a hell of a player. I still, I think he's a little bit unscoutable in some ways. I'm not really sure if Kelly has tendencies. I think he just is kind of playing at times, which is great. He just kind of if you did a MapQuest tracker on the court, where Kelly goes on one possession, it could be literally, he could cover more ground than any player on the team. But it's what gives our team an unpredictability. When he starts moving around like that, guys start cutting and moving because they know that he's looking for him, and he made a lot of great decisions tonight. 19, 10, and 8, that's special, especially for a guy that is considered a 4 or a big. You don't see that a ton.
What do you like about Walker Kessler's game?
I thought Walker was awesome. Sabonis is one of the best bigs in the league. He's incredibly physical. He does such a good job of getting to your body early. I thought Walker did a good job of bracing for that first bump. Sabonis he's not as long as Walker is, and so he does a really good job and had done a good job the first 2 games against us of getting to his body early. And so I thought Walker did a good job of bracing for that first bump and then was able to use his length late. 5 blocks again. There's probably 8 more shots in there that he altered to a point where you could almost count them as a block, and just continue to battle on the glass. Like, Sabonis is a handful. It's not just the initial shot. He's great at following his own miss. He's great at wedging you out underneath. Walker's in the back of that zone, and so he has a big responsibility in terms of communicating and has to change sides of the court a lot based on how the offense is aligned. I thought he was outstanding.
And then Doak, did a lot of the little things tonight too, boxing out. How have you guys kind of kept him engaged and focused on some of those other things besides, the big dunks that he gets a lot of attention for?
Yeah, Doak works really hard. He's one of the first people on the court every day with our player development group, and he works on everything from screening angles to playing off the ball for dump offs. Like, he's done a really good job of staying ready. Like, I can't give him enough credit. It's been hard to do what he's done this year. I've said that about a couple guys on the team, but he starts the year injured and he didn't quite get the opportunity that maybe he thought he was going to, and he's just kept his head down and really kept working. His physicality stands out. Like, the dunks are amazing, but when he screens people, they disappear. And he does such a good job on the glass of being physical. He just gives us such a presence underneath. And I thought he did a good job in the zone defensively as well, like being vertical at the rim and making guys finish over him. He deserves a lot of credit for the work. He deserves a lot of credit for how he's taking care of his body. Like, he played 18 minutes, and that's 2 9-minute stretches. And if you haven't been really working on your conditioning, there's no way you can do that. So he's been doing a lot to stay ready. He plays on the off days with our guys, and I'm really happy for him that he was able to really contribute in a big way tonight.
What do you like about the way Chris runs the scheme?
I mean, number one, I like that Chris has a swagger about him. We've discussed the fact that early on when he got here, he would look at me and flex every time he scored, which I thought was actually hilarious. But he just carries himself with a moxie and a swagger that our team feeds off of. It's not just how he runs the team offensively in terms of breaking guys down off the dribble and then finding his teammates. It's the way he guards the ball, the way he picks up the ball handler, his body language. He just carries himself with a confidence and a presence that feeds into the rest of the group. He's brought such a good energy to the locker room since he got here. Obviously, his understanding of how we're playing keeps getting better and better every day. He's understanding the spacings, and we're able to add in a few more calls each day as he gets more opportunities to get reps at practice. But the thing that I love about him the most is just his body language and kind of his presence when he's on the floor for us.
What would it mean to you to make the playoffs?
I think it would. You'd be proud of this group of guys for sure. We talked at the beginning of the year a little bit about expectations and narratives and not letting anybody dictate who this team's going to be but them. The way that they fight every day, the way that they are committed to trying to help win, the way that they've all sacrificed for the group, for that to happen, I think I'd be so happy for them, because it's not easy to go into a season where everybody's telling you that you're not very good. There's obviously rough patches at points in the season. You lose 4 in a row. You dip a certain number of games below 500 and everybody says oh, there it is, it's over. And that's natural. That's not anybody's fault. That's just the way that it works. And they haven't backed off one bit. They haven't given in ever. I think, again, only having been here as a visitor, I don't really know. This was always a hard place to play. It's always very loud, but I just feel like our fans feed off the energy of this team. They like how scrappy and tough and how they never go away in a game. Yeah, I would just be really proud of the guys, just how they've carried themselves the whole year. It's, again, just another example of not judging people too early, which we've talked a lot about this year.
Earlier this year, you had a good quote where you kind of said, "This team's really good when things get weird or chaos." We couldn't really. It was probably too early in the season to put a finger on why, but now that we're towards the end of the season, we keep seeing close games like this where you guys keep pulling them out at the end. Do you have any better idea of what makes this team able to, like you say, never back down and pull out games like this?
I'm not sure if it's one thing. I do think that we've really tried hard to create an environment where everybody feels like they're a part of the team and everybody could be called upon on any night. You go through pockets where guys are sort of out of the rotation because 15 guys can't play, but we're always looking for opportunities to keep guys engaged, and if there's a good matchup for them, to keep them in. And we've played with a ton of different closing lineups. We have a substitution pattern idea going into every game like anybody does, but we're pretty flexible. We've talked a lot with our team about being flexible in their thinking. Like, it may not be your night tonight, but that doesn't mean that you're not any good or that you're out of the rotation. It's just we're trying to win tonight's game, and this guy's playing great and you're not playing great tonight, or that this is a better matchup for him. And so I think because of that, like, we're now at a point where almost nothing surprises them. Like, being in, being out, this is the defense we're in, this is the coverage, this is what we're running on offense, we're running plays for this guy. Like, they don't even bat an eye anymore, because that's just kind of how we've tried to operate all year. It's a team, and everybody has something to contribute, and we'll try our best to make decisions in a game as a staff as to, like, what we think helps us win that night's game. We've just tried to, like, lean into it, I guess, a little bit. We talk very openly with the team about it, that, like, things are going to get hard, things are going to be difficult, lineups are going to change, things are going to be unexpected. Like, expect the unexpected, or expect the expected, however you want to put it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sort of?
Sure.
Yeah. I've talked a lot. I got to go.
That you have, Coach. One of the more thorough Coach Hardy post-game media sessions that we've heard. Real quick thought, and then we'll say goodbye to our network stations, Coach.
Just again, the message is always team. This team is undermanned. As he said, not a lot of people gave him a ton of credit, particularly after the trade deadline, but they rallied. They've playing faster, zone, all these little things. But most importantly, they're together, and this is a team. And what you see is a group that's really cohesive, and that was a beautiful basketball game to watch.
All right, the Jazz win tonight, 128-120 over the Kings. With that, we'll say goodnight to our network stations. Our next broadcast is coming your way on Wednesday night. Damian Lillard and the Blazers will be in town. Tip-off will be at 7 o'clock. For those of you sticking around with us, we've got player sound for you. We'll continue to get Coach's thoughts on this when you are listening to Utah Jazz Basketball.
Hi, this is Ned Siegfried of Siegfried & Jensen. We can help you if you've been injured in an accident. We've been handling injury cases, and only injury cases, for over 30 years. If you've been injured in an auto accident, you need and deserve an experienced law firm in your corner. Call us for a free consultation at 801-222-2222. That's 801-222-2222. You can also learn more by going to siegfriedandjensen.com. We're here to help you.
Mountainland Power Equipment provides exceptional service and high-quality brands you know and trust in lawn, landscaping, and snow removal products. Their experienced staff of technicians repairs all types of snow plows, snow blowers, and lawnmowers, and small engines, and are trained to answer questions about lawns, gardens, snow removal, and landscaping products. So whether you're digging in the dirt or digging in the snow, check out Mountainland Power Equipment, now with 2 locations to serve you, in Salt Lake City and Springville.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where...
You finally built that treehouse you promised your daughter.
Sarah?
Hi, Dad. Mom said
said you were taking too long on the phone?
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
The world's easiest way to pizza just got easier. The Little Caesars mobile app lets you customize your hot and ready order and use our new Pizza Portal pickup. Or pick it up at our drive-thru. Download the Little Caesars app today.
Pizza.
Jazz fans, want a shot at winning a $10,000 RC Willie gift card to deck out your fan cave? Visit participating Smith stores and scan the QR code on the Coca-Cola lobby displays to enter. And while you're there, make sure to pick up your favorite Coca-Cola products.
The final horn has sounded.
That'll do it.
And it's time for the Mark Miller Utah Jazz postgame show with your hosts, Jake Scott and the coach, Tim LaCombe.
Jazz postgame, Jake Scott, Coach Tim LaCombe. Postgame brought to you by Mark Miller Subaru and the My Subaru Is campaign. Real stories from real Mark Miller Subaru customers. Share your Subaru story for a chance to win prizes. Learn more and share at markmillersubaru.com. 128-120 is your final. The Jazz win. They beat the Kings. Kings coming into tonight with the second best record in the Western Conference. The Jazz